Hello, I'm Dr. Nandita Shah. Welcome to Fit Duck. I'm the founder of Sharan, and Sharan helps people prevent and reverse diseases just through food. We help people reverse all kinds of lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and even autoimmune diseases, cancer, kidney failure, and so on, hypothyroid, PCOD, infertility, all kinds of diseases. And today we're going to talk about how to raise your immunity, especially in these times of COVID 19. Now, this is so important, but I'm sure that you've heard so many people speak about this. And today we're going to talk about something different. When we have any of these lifestyle diseases like diabetes or hypertension, or even worse, kidney failure with dialysis, or even autoimmune diseases, our immune system is lower. How can we actually have the highest health possible? Now imagine if you have a car and it runs on petrol. Will you put any other fuel in the car? Obviously not, right? We always put what's on the manufacturer's manual. But when it comes to us, we think we're omnivores, right? But think about it. We too were born with a manufacturer's manual. That means we have an instinct just like all the other animals on the planet. When you have a cow, it'll automatically go for grass, or if you have a lion, it will go for meat. This is instinctive, and it's the same with us. Now imagine if you were on a farm or an orchard and you see fruits and vegetables. What do you feel like doing? Plucking and eating, of course, right? This is instinctive, and we all know that fruits and vegetables are the best foods for us. But if you see a chicken walk by, or a goat or a cow, does your mouth water? Not really, right? These are not instinctively our foods, but we've learned to eat them. That means if someone gives you chicken on a plate, nicely cooked, your mouth may water, and that's because of conditioning that you've been taught to eat chicken, right? But if you see it live, it's not our food. Who would be attracted to chicken? Maybe a dog or a fox, because a dog or a fox can pounce on the chicken, tear it apart, eat it raw and eat it whole. Skin, bones, beak, claws, everything. Chicken is dog food. And similarly, goats or cows may be lion food, but it's not our food. And we are eating them today. Now, this will not do anything to raise our immunity, because it's like taking a car that runs on petrol and putting diesel in it. Now, let's say a word about milk. Vegetarians and non-vegetarians get the same diseases. And that's because meat and milk have the same properties. But we know that in nature, every mammal produces milk only for its young, and we are not cows. Right? No animal drinks another animal's milk. That means goats don't drink pig's milk and monkeys don't drink elephant's milk. We are the only species that drinks another animal's milk. But even that, we know instinctively is not ours. Because when you have a baby loves its mother's milk. Isn't it true? It doesn't want to leave its mother's milk. But when you first give it cow's milk, does it appreciate? No. And that's why mothers add sugar, cocoa, and run around their kids for half an hour to put that glass of milk down their throat. That means milk is not our food. And it's again like putting petrol in a diesel car. This will not raise our immunity. So if we want to raise our immunity, we should have foods that nature or God has designed for us. So number one, we should eat only plants. Right? And anyway, we know that if you want to have high phytonutrients and lots of vitamins, you should eat plants, right? Now, the second thing is we're the only species that makes our food less nutritious before eating by refining. Maximum nutrition is just under the skin. And if we refine it, or if we take out the fiber helps to clean our body. If we take out the skin or take out the fiber, we're losing vital nutrients. And that's why I always say, don't peel your carrots or cucumber or any other thing that a monkey would not peel. You know, brown rice is much more nutritious than white rice, or whole wheat is much more nutritious than white flour. And oil and sugar, these are refined foods that don't have any nutrients at all. Now, if you eat packaged foods, it's always full of oil and sugar and white flour and things which have no nutrient value, but just flavored with artificial things to give us taste. These are the things we should avoid, right? So we're going to eat only plant foods, less refined products, and finally, we are the only species that sprays our food with poison so that other animals don't eat it. And then we eat it. How can that be, right? But the only reason we're eating food sprayed with poison is because we're far from the fields. We don't see it happening. If we saw it happening, we would never eat it, just like the animals. So we have to go for organic foods or foods grown as naturally as possible. So if we eat the right food, we are going to get really healthy. What else do we have to do? We have to raise our immunity by sleeping at the right time. You know, in nature, every animal has its life cycle and its diurnal cycle, but we don't because we have lights and we go out and everything. But actually, our body heals when we're resting. And the maximum healing takes place between 10 and 4, but you have to be asleep. So let's make sure that we always go to bed on time to raise our immunity. And you know, when you're sick, your body tells you to rest so that it can heal. We always raise our immunity and heal during the rest period. So let's rest as much as we can. And we're so lucky right now that many of us are working from home, so it's an opportunity to rest and do things at the right time, right? And then exercise. And this is a little difficult when we are at home or with lockdown. And so we really have to devise a system to exercise and get some movement into our life during the time when we are at home, right? So devise a nice exercise strategy. Now, this is a beautiful way to raise our immunity. You know, we've been told to wear masks and things, but this doesn't help us because we need as much fresh air as possible, right? So when you're exercising, make sure that your windows are open and you have lots of fresh air in the house. And if you can, stay away from the air conditioner so that you have a good circulation of air in the house, right? And we're so lucky right now that in our cities, there's less movement, there's less pollution, the air is cleaner, it's a chance to heal. Now, I want to tell you that, you know, when we had the lockdown, a lot of things changed. The air got cleaner, the water got cleaner. It's almost as if nature is making it possible for us to heal again and prevent us from getting sick in any way if we take advantage of it, right? Actually, when we raise animals for food, we take up so much land and so much water. And today, India has the largest population of cows in the world because we consume so much dairy. Now, this is destroying our environment because in order for the cows to graze, we have to cut down trees. And today, India has the lowest forest cover in any nation in the world. Isn't that a tragedy, right? So we have to change our ways, and the pandemic is showing us how to, so that we can be fit for the rest of our lives. So we have to start eating not just for ourselves, but for the environment, and that too is plant-based. And then we have to eat in another way because, you know, today we have so many people with all kinds of psychological problems, depression and anxiety, and so many people are afraid of the coronavirus, right? So how do we get over these stresses? Stress is a big disease causer. How do we get over these stresses? Well, when we are stressed, we produce adrenaline. When animals are stressed, they produce adrenaline. When we consume animals, we are consuming their stress too, just through their adrenaline. Now think about it. This lockdown is really horrible for us, isn't it? But what is it for animals who are locked down their entire lives? Don't you think they're highly stressed? What does it mean when a cow is artificially inseminated so that her milk cycle will start and her baby is taken away from her, or it's tied up so that her milk can be sold? The cow is highly stressed. Like any mother, she wants to give her baby milk. Or what do chickens feel when they are slaughtered in front of each other, one after another? COVID-19 is not even fearful compared to what the chickens face. So their adrenaline levels are really high and they come back to us through the food that we eat. And this is causing a lot of stress. So how can we change our diet and our lifestyle to get healthier, to change the environment so we're always healthier and everyone is healthier, and to change our state of mind, which is the most important thing in health, right? Stress causes disease. So for everything, we want to go to a whole plant-based organic diet. Eat as much as you can in a healthy way and get healthy again. And actually, our body knows how to heal. Medicines never cure. People get diabetes or hypertension or any lifestyle disease and they go to doctors and doctors give them medicines. But do they ever get well? Actually, they're taking medicines their entire lives because medicines can only control symptoms. But our body can heal. How do we know our body can heal? If you get fever and you don't take any medicine, your body will heal. If you have a fracture, all the doctor can do is put the bones together, your body will heal. So we have to just work on allowing our body to heal by taking away all the things which are harmful to it. And I just want to add one more thing that's really harmful, and that's chemicals. Chemicals through our food or chemicals that are absorbed through our body. And this could be any kind of chemical. Perfumes and hair dyes and toothpaste and shampoos and soaps and even agarbattis or air fresheners. All of these things are chemicals that enter our body through our respiratory tract or through our skin or through our mouth, and every single chemical that enters our body is broken down by the liver and excreted by the kidneys, and these are load on the liver and kidneys. So please make sure that you live as naturally as possible. For more information, you can go to sharan-india.org and learn so many ways to cook and heal yourself and keep your immunity at the highest any time of your life. No matter what you have, you can get healthier again. Thank you.